Hey Gold Rush fans, episode 25, it'll be here this Friday, so let's talk about it. Welcome back everybody to Gold Rush Minute. If you're new to the channel or a subscriber, I'm Gold Rush Minute, where I break down the most recent episode of Gold Rush and all its spin-offs. We talk about the minors and go over past episodes of the series. The Winchesters and Team Turin, they're done for this season. Both teams were able to hit their season goal totals. Now we have Team Clayton, Team Misfits, Parker, and Team Beats left to go. So let's start it off with Team Clayton. The last time we saw the brothers, they started a night crew. They brought on 2 new crew members, and for all their hard work, only 7 ounces of gold. This is not even enough gold to pay for the gas. Golden Acres, the so-called promised land, has turned into a nightmare for the crew. And if they want any chance of hitting that goal of 200 ounces, they better figure out a plan pretty quick. So what can they do to maximize their ground, their equipment, and the employees? Well, in an earlier video, I mentioned getting rid of the night shift, have the new crew members work during the day, and have Brandon, Brady, and Warren move Dirt Devil over to Golden Acres, and they have 2 plants running till the end of the season. I don't feel that their rented wash plant is up to the challenge. But let's talk about the gold now. So they're sitting at 126 ounces for the season, and they do need some monster cleanups. This week, if they're shown, they're going to have a far better cleanup than the last one, and their brothers will mine between 20 to 25 ounces of gold. Next up is Team Misfits. So Fred made the executive decision to start a night shift late in the season, and with inadequate lighting and headlights on the heavy equipment that aren't functional, it made for a good laugh last week. Not 1 breakdown, but 2 breakdowns. Fred was pretty smart though. He did get rid of the night shift pretty quickly. In my opinion, Fred's out of ideas, or at least I hope so, of him trying to run more pay dirt. It seems like every time he has a great idea, it does backfire on him. So like the Clayton, Fred wants 200 ounces, and after last week's 9 ounces, he might have a chance of possibly of 150 or maybe 160 ounces this season. So let's talk about the gold. So they're sitting at 138 ounces, and they need 62 more for that goal of 200 ounces. In my opinion, Fred has a better chance of winning the lottery than hitting that goal. He's blamed the ground, the equipment, the weather, basically everything except for his crew and himself. This week, if they're shown, they'll mine maybe 10 to possibly 15 ounces of gold. Hey everybody, just want to take a moment and thank everybody that has subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't yet, it only takes a moment and it's free to do. Next up is Parker. So Parker's run out of ground on his claim, and now they're running the Panama Canal cut. So this is an additional 10 acres of ground that is desperately needed this late in the season. So last week, Mitch and Tyson, they moved Lucifer to his new home for the remainder of the season, and the crew, they are running out of time now. So last week they mined 568 ounces of gold for a season total of 6,708 ounces. And in my opinion, it's too far away from Parker from hitting his goal of 10,000 ounces. In the seasons past, we've seen Parker mine late into the season to hit his goals, but this one just might be out of reach. So let's talk about the gold now. So Parker needs basically 3,300 ounces of gold, and this week Parker and his crew, they'll mine 700 to possibly 750 ounces of gold. Last up is Team Beats. So the Beats crew, they're in their final push of this season, and they're sitting at 4,600 ounces. Tony is having one of his best seasons to date on Gold Rush. So the 80 pup cut, it's producing some amazing gold, and if it keeps up this pace, Tony will surpass 5,000 ounces and be knocking at the door of 6,000 ounces. So Tony has probably one of the best things going for him, and that's his crew. They work very well together. They all have their roles, but if they're asked to do something else, they don't complain. Well, at least not out loud. They do the job, they get it done. I'm not for sure if they have like a gold bonus for the employees, but for me personally, if I had an opportunity for a gold bonus, I would do what it takes to get the job done and get the most gold possible. So let's talk about the gold now. So they're sitting at 4,600 ounces, and Tony has the opportunity to surpass 5,000 ounces this week if they're shown. And if they are shown this week, they will surpass that 5,000 ounce mark by mining anywhere from 550 to 600 ounces of gold. There you have it, Gold Rush fans. If you like the content and you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel. It's free to do, and I greatly appreciate it. Till the next time.